Hello, dear friends. Welcome to my channel In-Depth Analysis with Nitish. So here I am with you live on my channel, and I'm going to discuss with you about yesterday's game, what happened, and today's game. Today is very important game for us. It's a game of do or die for both the teams between India versus New Zealand, and both this team eager, keen to get on track and register their first win of this ICC T20 World Cup, which is happening in UAE. So before that, one more match happened here, and it's almost done for Namibia because Afghanistan has batted first in has batted first and able to get the score of very good score of 160 for 5 with Zazai getting a very good start and Mohammad Shahzad Mohammadi is getting 45 runs of very good knock. Now Namibia requiring another 18 balls and they are requiring reverse that digit 81 runs, which is a lot. I think this is the way Afghanistan will go ahead in this tournament with the spinner dominating the proceedings here. Naminun Haq, the bowler, has got a very good spell, has performed well with the 3 wickets, and also if you ask me about the spinners, Hamid Hassan has got the wicket, Gulbadin Naib. So the spinners has not has been economical, but the Pacers has done the trick for Afghanistan today. This is a very good time. Now it's all depends upon India versus New Zealand game for the Afghanistan to qualify. This is a very interesting contest and the thrilling T20 World Cup we are having. Sound. Okay, so once again, Namibia is looking down and out. 17 balls, 79 runs. Realistic, it's not going to be the possible with only 1 wicket in hand in the tank. So I'm just refreshing you about India versus New Zealand. Toss abhi abhi aane wala hai. But before that, I'm going to go back yesterday about what happened between both the games, Australia versus England, the arch rivals Australia versus England, and South Africa versus Sri Lanka. These two teams were fighting for each other. Australia versus England game was also crucial, but South Africa versus Sri Lanka game was almost virtual quarter final. But it's not exactly, but almost. Now, coming to the point of Sri Lanka, this is what I was trying to make. Those who don't understand all these things, they see being a fan is a different thing. Being a realistic fan, being a realistic fan of cricket is being a different thing. Being analyst, being observer, being viewer is a different thing. Sri Lanka, we knew Sri Lanka has done well against associate teams. When Sri Lanka came back to this Super 12s, it was almost certain that Sri Lanka is not going to qualify for semi-final. It's not up till sure, but still it's looking like that Sri Lanka is not going to qualify for Super 12. South Africa has performed well in the last 1 year or so in the similar conditions like UA, whether it's West Indies, Sri Lanka. They have thrashed both these teams at their home condition and they were preparing well. The problem for these teams that Sri Lanka, I am not considering Sri Lanka as the top 6 teams also. Now Sri Lanka has fallen behind, behind all these from all these top teams. The main problem for Sri Lanka is the players. The players are not willing to learn. The players are not willing to perform well from the whatever they have done in the last. See, in the Bangladesh game, middle order collapse. Same thing happened in Australia game, and another same thing happened in South Africa game. So this means clearly that the players have the fault. If a bowler can't restrict the batsman from hitting those fours and sixes, I don't know where this bowling lineup is. Apart from two bowlers, I don't think Sri Lanka has got enough penetration in their bowling lineup whether you call upon now the same barking will be done from other side, that okay, this is experience side, all these stuffs. See, all these stuffs is not going to help the cause of a country in cricket. Sri Lanka is not doing well for the past 7 years, and this team is just falling behind. This team is just falling behind. Let's forget about this team, because I knew the moment they have won against Bangladesh, a glimmer of hope they have given. But realistically, on a ground level, we knew that this team is not going to beat any side from that onwards. Especially, I knew. See, those who those who follow cricket, those who passionate about cricket, there is no harm that best. But sometimes you have to realize. See, India have lost to Pakistan. We know. So from the moment Indians have lost to Pakistan in cricket in this T20 World Cup, their first game, we knew India has not got that combination right. We are not saying that we are not saying that okay, India is going to win the World Cup. India, we are saying that India is going to has to compete one game at a time. This game is very important for us, today's game, because we need to win this game to qualify for the semi-final. We are also saying that Afghanistan is a very competitive side. Now I think Afghanistan has grabbed the 2 points. Definitely, 10 balls, 71 runs required. It's almost done and dusted for Namibia. तो मैं कह रहा था कि साउथ अफ्रीका has won the toss, elected to bowl first. Again, the middle order collapse for Sri Lanka, because this is the first game. I'm going to give you the review in about 5 minutes of time. Sri Lanka experience. They talked about experience. Remember 2017 Champions Trophy, all the experience were there in Sri Lanka team. Still, they haven't qualified for the semi-final. In 2019, all the experienced players were there. They haven't qualified for the finals. And this time, they have gone for young players. Young players are replicating the same mistakes. They are not willing to learn. If you blame coach, if you blame other stuffs, that's not going to help, because ultimately players have to give the strong test over there in the ground. If a bowler can't defend, I think he does not deserve to be in the team. I'm talking about Lahiru Kumar, the way he has bowled. See, and he hasn't tried to do much in the last over. Almost after 1-6, I think Sri Lankans have given up the game. This is the mentality they have got in the last 6 or 7 years. I think it is very, very now it's over for them. I think from now onwards they will again fall behind. It was yesterday was the only moment where Sri Lanka should have got a lot of confidence, should have got a lot of faith in their team, in their players. But now I think the way their batters have performed, the way, especially I'm talking about Kusal Janit Pereira, Visca Fernando, they are the players of okay, you are getting match 100 or one match big runs. It does not mean that you are a good player. Out of 50 match, 100 match, if a player gets couple of half century, one century, does not mean that he is a proper cricket player. I think see, this is the first team that everybody has rejected before the World Cup, and it is not happening right now. It has been happening since I think after 2015. If you compare this team to England team, where England knocked out by Bangladesh in the from the quarterfinal in 2015, after 1 year of time, England have reached finals of the T20 World Cup in Kolkata, where Carlos Brathwaite has hit four consecutive sixes in the bowling of Ben Stokes. Then in the next year, England have reached the semi-final. where we all know India lost by Pakistan. In the next couple of years, England have won so many series out of their country, home country, and ultimately in 2019 they were the world champions, England. So this is the improvement that a team requires. When you talk about South Africa is not in good phase, but still teams fear of South Africa. At least people talk about South Africa. Okay, South Africa can make to the semi-finals and finals because see the personnel they have got, they have the capability. I don't think see Bangladesh, though they have lost the three games, at least they are the team. They are the team. They can improve. They can improve from their mistake. Hey, as the match goes on, I knew the Bangladesh for the Bangladesh, the conditions were not conducive in Abu Dhabi. It was conducive in Sharjah, though they have played poor cricket. They have prepared well, not well. They have prepared not well for the last couple of months, and that's why they have faltered. So forget about that. Now coming to the mini asses, England versus Australia. Australia thrashed by and they have achieved the lowest ever total in their T20 match against England. Chris Wokes, Chris Jordan. They have bowled brilliantly. Australia were nowhere in that game after England had won the toss and opted to bowl first. I think they were never in the game from the first delivery. When England came on to bat, they were looking in hurry and uh, they have blown the Australian bowlers away. And ultimately, you can see clearly that England have won the game by 8 wickets, and it was a very very disastrous performance from I think this game disastrous performance from Australian team. And now, if you ask me realistically, South Africa has got a well organized team, and South Africa has got a very very bright chance of making into the semi final. If you ask me, West Indies are still in this competition. If you ask me, Sri Lanka are still in the competition because of the personal players they have. Sri Lanka have. That's why we are rejecting Sri Lanka. If you compare West Indies, still West Indies a very strong side than much stronger side than Sri Lankan team. No, no, let me just now the news is that 10 minutes to go from toss. Now it's 3 minutes to go from toss. Now net run rate. See, Afghanistan is on their way, but you all Afghanistan have faced two weak teams than them, and Afghanistan have managed to lose against Pakistan, which is a big blow. Now, if Afghanistan somehow depend on this game for either India, Afghanistan want India to lose the game, because if India loses the game, then Afghanistan India game for Afghanistan will be the quarterfinal. Let's see. The last New Zealand have defeated in T20 World Cup India twice in 2007, where India won the inaugural T20 World Cup, and in 2016 in Nagpur, where India unable to change the total of 125, I think. देखते हैं आज के मैच में क्या होता है। इंडिया अगर टॉस जीत जाएगा, it does not mean that India is the favorite. अगर न्यूजीलैंड win the toss, it does not mean that New Zealand is the favorite. If a team wants to win the World Cup, then toss should not be the hindrance. I think if you ask me, toss should. If anybody wants to join, please join. Till now, it's just a 1 minute from toss, and I'm going to give you about my views on what will happen if you compare these two teams. I know India has lost against Pakistan, and it's not about India that India has lost the game against Pakistan. It does not mean that India will be the out of the competition from then, but we are just in a safe zone that okay, we have got another game that is do or die for us. Okay, if India wins from here, I can bet India will reach the final of the T20 World Cup. If India wins today, I'm pretty sure now that India will reach at least the World Cup T20 final, and Pakistan have already reached. Afghanistan is on the way of the destination. I think India New Zealand game is a huge game after India Pakistan. Yesterday we have seen it was a big game for the tournament England versus Australia, but it was totally one sided. But इसीलिए मैं उस मैच पे उतना नहीं जा रहा हूँ कि अल्टीमेटली आप जब उतने रन मार्जिन से हार जाते हैं तो डेफिनेटली रन रेट तो इफेक्ट होगा ही यहाँ पे। तो इंडिया न्यूजीलैंड का बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट गेम होने वाला है यहाँ पे। लेट्स सी टॉस आने वाला है, कभी भी आ जाएगा टॉस। लेट्स सी हु हैज विन द टॉस। देखते हैं कौन सी टीम टॉस जीती है। Two good friends out there, yes, Kane Williamson and Virat Kohli. देखते हैं कौन टॉस जीतता है। मे बी इंडिया, मे बी न्यूजीलैंड। टॉस should not be the decisive factor of this game. MS Dhoni is clearly seen that MS Dhoni is talking to about the tactics because Varun Chakravarti is surely playing. We don't know about the teams we are going to play. I think let's see what will happen in this game. This is the very crucial encounter of this tournament for Indians perspective. देखते हैं क्या होता है। सी let's see what will happen. I'm waiting for the toss. I think the toss has happened. No, it has not happened yet. Let's see what will happen in this toss. अभी तक टॉस नहीं हुआ है, देखते हैं क्या होता है टॉस में। जस्ट अ फ्यू सेकंड्स अवे फ्रॉम द टॉस। दिस गेम इट कैन गो ऑल द वे। आई थिंक इतना आसान नहीं होगा ये दोनों टीमों के लिए बिकॉज बोथ द टीम्स वेरी ईगर कीन टू मेक to the semis final. So this game is very important. I think this game decides where these two teams are heading towards. Afghanistan, देखते हैं क्या होता है, देखते हैं क्या होता है। So New Zealand have won the toss. Kane Williamson has opted to field first. Is this the warning sign for India? I don't think so. If you have got the opportunity to bat first, then try to maximize those opportunities. New Zealand have won the toss. It doesn't mean that they are going to win the game. I think today a due factor at this time of the year we are going to bowl a due factor. See, न्यूजीलैंड के पास आपसे देखा जाए तो बैटिंग उतनी नहीं है। अगर इंडिया यहाँ पर 170 180 के अराउंड स्कोर कर लेती है तो इंडिया ये मैच जीत जाएगी। अगर इंडिया 150 के अराउंड रह जाती है तो डेफिनेटली इंडिया हैज नॉट दैट बॉलिंग डेप्थ अंडर द ड्यू कंडीशन दैट दे विल। देखते हैं यहाँ पर वी आर गोइंग टू बोल फर्स्ट। केन विलियमसन का कहना है अ ड्यू फैक्टर एट दिस टाइम ऑफ द ईयर, लुक फॉरवर्ड टू अनदर चैलेंज, अनदर one change. Adam Millen comes in for Team Cypher just to balance our bowling attack. Conway will keep. So this is a very good team. New Zealanders have got Martin Guptill. I'm going to tell you about the playing 11 for New Zealand. Martin Guptill, Daryl Mitchell, Kane Williamson, चलो 3 बैटर्स, then Devon Conway 4 बैट्समैन, Jimmy Neesham, Glenn Phillips, Glenn Phillips, टीम साइफर्ट विकेट कीपर, मिचेल सैंटनर। टीम साइफर्ट तो है ही नहीं यहाँ पे। सी ओके, now Kane Williamson has said Adam Milne in for टीम साइफर्ट, लेकिन टीम साइफर्ट यहाँ पे है। Who they have missed, I think. एक दो तीन चार, टीम साइफर्ट, मिचेल सैंटनर, इस सोडी, एडम मिलने, ट्रेंट बोल्ट। Oh, Team Saudi is not there in the squad. I think in place of Team Saudi, they have brought back the faster bowler, the pace bowler, Adam Milne. Team Seifert है टीम में, टीम साइफर्ट है टीम में, I think. Oh, now the playing 11 has come. See, Martin Guptill. See, this is the refreshment. I think there's the first time they have given the wrong playing 11. This the playing 11 New Zealand is playing with Martin Guptill, Darren Mitchell, Kane Williamson, James Neesham, Devon Conway, Glenn Phillips. Tim Seifert is not there. Mitchell Santner is there. Is Sodhi, Adam Milne, Trent Bolt, and Team Saudi. So this is the team for today's game for New Zealand. Martin Guptill, Daryl Mitchell, Kane Williamson, Captain James Neesham, Devon Conway, Glenn Phillips, wicketkeeper, मिचेल सैंटनर, इस सोडी, एडम मिलने, ट्रेंट बोल्ट एंड टीम सऊदी। अब देखते हैं इंडिया की टीम का क्या होता है। इंडियन टीम के कैप्टन कह रहे हैं विराट कोहली, वी शुड हैव बोल्ड फर्स्ट एज वेल, वी नीड अ सॉलिड स्टार्ट एंड हैव अ विकेट्स इन हैंड, इट्स ridiculous we are playing twice in 10 days. The guys have recovered well. It's another opportunity to come out and correct the mistakes. Two changes, one forced. Sur has back spasm, so Ishan Kishan will replace him as op- and open the batting. Will replace him and open the batting. Sardul Thakur replaces Bhuvneshwar. I think they have made a very good decision. Let Ishan Kishan go and smack those bowling lineup of New Zealand. I think this is a very good tactical move from India. If Ishan Kishan and Rohit Sharma get off to a flyer, I think India has a very good chance of making in excess of 180, 190. मुझे लग रहा है कि आज इंडिया की टीम ने जो डिसीजन लिया है वो एक ब्रेव डिसीजन है। दे वांट टू विन दिस एंड ईशान किशन को लाना ये शो करता है कि दे आर डेस्परेट टू विन दिस गेम अंटिल और अनलेस टॉस उतना बड़ा फैक्टर ना हो। कि ये मैच किधर जा रहा है ये पता चलेगा। हो सके मिड इनिंग्स में हम लोग आएंगे, लेकिन देखते हैं कि इंडियन टीम की प्लेइंग 11 क्या है। और आ गई है इंडियन टीम की प्लेइंग 11। ईशान किशन और रोहित शर्मा ओपन करेंगे, विराट कोहली नंबर 3 पर, 4 पर मे बी के राहुल, राहुल 5 पर ऋषभ पंत, हार्दिक पांड्या, रविंद्र जडेजा, शार्दुल ठाकुर इन फॉर भुवनेश्वर कुमार, सूर्य कुमार यादव बाहर है क्योंकि थोड़ा सा इंजरी कंसर्न है उनके लिए, इसीलिए ईशान किशन को रखा गया है एज अ ओपनर। उसके बाद शार्दुल ठाकुर, मोहम्मद सामी, वरुण चक्रवर्ती और जसप्रीत बुमराह। तो बॉलिंग में 1 2 3 4 एंड आई थिंक bit of bowling will be done by bit of bowling will be done by Hardik Pandya and maybe Virat Kohli. You never know. But India has to get the total of in excess of 170, 180. Otherwise, this game तो टॉस के वक्त 50-50 मैं अभी भी मान रहा हूँ, लेकिन स्लाइट एज मैं दूंगा न्यूजीलैंड को। बट ईशान किशन आज अगर खेल जाते हैं तो डेफिनेटली ही विल बी द स्टार ऑफ द टुडेज गेम। आई एम बेटिंग ऑन ईशान किशन। मेरा गट फीलिंग ऐसा कर रहा है कि ईशान किशन और रोहित शर्मा आज खेल जाएंगे 10-12 ओवर और न्यूजीलैंड टीम को स्मैक कर देंगे। और डेफिनेटली इफ दे गेट क्लोज टू 200, आई थिंक इंडिया हैज अ big chance to of winning this game. Please subscribe to my channel, like the videos, share the videos, and hope for the best. Keep enjoying the game. Thank you. I'll come after some time. Thank you. Maybe we can discuss in the post match analysis. Hope for the best. I think India will win today and resume the T20 campaign of the World Cup. Thank you. We'll meet later. Thank you.